Here is Lightning destroying a multi-million-dollar racing simulator.
You have crashed. You have crashed.
And here's Lightning McQueen destroying a whole town.
This, right? Whoa,
54 oil cans, $20 each. The whole main street, $1 million at least. And this is him destroying himself. He is destroying a lot. And with a lot, I really mean a lot of stuff. But how much damage has our favorite little race car racked up over all these years? Is it enough to bankrupt the entire Radiator Springs? Let's find out, shall we? If there's one moment that perfectly sums up Lightning McQueen's destructive streak, it's the night he crash lands in Radiator Springs. A quiet desert town just minding their own business. When out of nowhere, a cocky red race car tears through Main Street like a tornado on wheels. You want to see how things ended there? Yep. He first crashes into some traffic cones. Well, not one. No, definitely 15. He somehow dodges the huge one with just a hair, but immediately crashes into a barbed wire fence, taking it down in 1 second. And you think this was it? Taking the entire fence with him, he races into town, speeding like some maniac, crashing into this gas station.
Anyone seeing this, right?
He crashes 2 piles of 10 tins and a big pile of 34 oil cans. Yes, guys, I really counted them. Every single can flies like confetti. Okay, oil cans don't sound like a big deal, but in a tiny Route 66 town where every resource matters, that's a fortune. Multiply that by 54, ka-ching! He also plots into multiple stacks of tires. We're talking about dozens of wheels bouncing down the street and knocking things over. Poor Luigi probably aged 10 years watching his precious stock scatter. But that's not the worst, it's just the beginning. McQueen rips up the entire asphalt stretch in seconds. Storefront shake, signs topple, and the beautiful historic road that held the whole town together shredded into gravel. To put that in perspective, in the US, repaving just 1 mile of road can cost over $1 million. And it doesn't stop there. Remember when Doc Hudson challenges him to a race on the dirt track? Instead of proving himself, McQueen skids right off the course and into a cactus patch. Not only did he cover himself in prickly needles, seriously, I've never seen Mater laugh harder, but he also trashed Doc's carefully kept dirt road. McQueen treated it like a monster truck rally, and Doc looked like he was ready to kill him. Radiator Springs was already hanging on a thread before McQueen showed up, but he almost finished the job. Cracked neon signs, shredded pavement, busted fences. It's a miracle the town didn't just close up shop. If this was the real world, Radiator Springs would have sent him a repair bill so high, even Dinoco oil money couldn't cover it. And the best part, if you ask me, they make McQueen repave the entire road himself. Watching him drag that asphalt machine up and down Main Street? Peak Disney. But if you look past the comedy, that community service was basically him working off millions in damages. The very first time we see Lightning McQueen in action on the tracks, he's actually already making a mess. The Dinoco 400 was supposed to be his big coming out party. 34 of the best Piston Cup racers on the track with thousands of fans in the stands. Engines roaring, cameras flashing, the whole crowd screaming for their favorites. And then we get one of the nastiest pileups in the entire franchise. Cars flipping end over end, smoke and sparks everywhere. It's literal chaos on wheels. Now, yeah, I know what you're thinking. That wasn't 100% Lightning's fault. And you're right, that wasn't him slamming anyone into the wall. NASCAR-style racing is chaotic by default. But let's be honest, McQueen wasn't exactly innocent in all this. He's the hotshot rookie, pushing the limits, squeezing cars where there's no space, and driving like the entire track belongs to him. He didn't like the match, okay, but he definitely was standing there with a gallon of gasoline. And here's the brutal stat. 34 cars started that race, and only 2 crossed the finish line without a scratch. That means 32 cars took damage. Some just dents and scrapes, but most of them completely totaled. And the thing is, in real NASCAR, even a small wreck can cost anywhere between $200,000 to $500,000 per car in damage. But when a car is totaled, you're looking at closer to $1 million each, and the sponsor livery. So if we do some quick math, the Dinoco 400 pileup caused roughly $25 million in damages. At least, all from one race. And McQueen? He's smiling ear to ear, striking poses for the cameras, dreaming about his sponsorship.
You know, because thunder always comes after lightning. Kapow!
Who here knew about the thunder thing?
Meanwhile, behind him, well, absolute chaos. Cars needing to be towed and engines smoking like bonfires. I guess that's the ka-chow effect. In Cars 2, the London leg of the World Grand Prix is also pure chaos. Spy cars are blowing up, secret weapons are going off, and Lightning McQueen? He's just trying to survive the race. But then comes one of the funniest moments in the movie. Mater, now decked out with rockets and spy gear, realizes that the evil weaponized camera is targeting McQueen. And, in true Mater fashion, his solution isn't subtle. He just latches onto Lightning and drags him straight out of the race. The problem is, Mater doesn't exactly follow the track. Nope. He goes off course, yanking McQueen with him like a rag doll. And what's the shortest path out? Right through the fencing.
What is happening? This is a bad dream.
We're not talking about a little bump here. Mater plows Lightning straight through layers of security barricades, fencing, and track equipment. In real Formula One races, even a small section of barrier or fencing costs tens of thousands of dollars to replace. Mater's little shortcut was about 10 yards of fence. So add another $1,500 to his already ridiculous repair bill. By the time we hit Cars 3, Lightning McQueen isn't the shiny rookie anymore. He's the aging veteran trying to keep up with faster, sleeker next-gen racers. And when you're desperate to prove you've still got it, you start making mistakes. Expensive mistakes, I guess. The real damage comes when McQueen tries out the Rust Ease Racing Center's state-of-the-art simulator. This thing is basically Pixar's version of a multi-million-dollar flight simulator. Massive screens, moving platforms, sensors everywhere. It's the crown jewel of the facility. And McQueen? He freaks out mid-session, panics, and crashes the whole system. Sparks flying, alarms blaring. He even drives straight into the damn screen. Full speed.
I've crashed.
NASCAR and Formula One teams spend upwards of $1 million to $5 million on their simulators. And those aren't half as fancy as the one McQueen just pancaked. So yeah, he didn't just dent his pride. He probably cost Rusty's a small fortune in repair bills. It's almost poetic. Back in Cars 1, Lightning wrecked a small town's road. By Cars 3, he's graduated to wrecking corporate tech worth millions. Different stage, same chaos. If there's one moment that defines Lightning McQueen's career and his destructive streak, it's his wreck against Jackson Storm in Cars 3. This isn't just a spin-out or a few scratches. This is the kind of crash that ends careers, empties bank accounts, and has every insurance agent in Radiator Springs crying. It happens at the Los Angeles International Speedway. The stakes couldn't be higher. McQueen is desperate to prove he can still hang with the new generation of racers. The crowd's roaring, Storm's smirking, and Lightning's pushing himself harder than ever. But instead of victory, Lightning pushes his engine just a little too far. The result? Catastrophe. At over 200 miles per hour, McQueen blows a tire and launches into one of the nastiest crashes Pixar has ever animated. We're talking multiple flips, sparks raining down, his body slamming against the walls, pieces of metal flying. He cartwheels so violently across the track that the slow motion replay feels like it lasts forever. This crash hurts me like hell. By the time he finally grinds to a halt, Lightning's body is totaled. His paint shredded, his panels are crushed. The costs? The damage to the car, the cleanup, and repairs to the track infrastructure? Man, Lightning's crash wasn't just one car. His wreck tore up the safety barriers, the wall, and the track surface. And when he bounced across the field, other racers behind him got caught in the mess. Add in pit crew scrambling, lost sponsor money, and the sheer downtime to fix the track, that one crash could easily have cost $10 million. And that's not even counting in Lightning's repairs. We're talking about a full rebuild. In the Cars universe, that's like putting Humpty Dumpty back together again with brand new parts. Even worse. But the cost isn't just financial. The crash nearly ended McQueen's career on the spot. Sponsors backed away, the media declared him finished, and fans were already looking to Jackson Storm as the new face of racing. In terms of reputation damage, priceless, especially if you're McQueen. Rusty stuck with him out of loyalty. But if this was a real sports league, McQueen would have been dropped faster than you can say, ka-chow. So between the damage to himself, the track, other racers, and his reputation, this single crash stands as Lightning's biggest bill yet. If the Dinoco 400 was a $25 million disaster, this one had to be doubled. Call it $50 million for one horrifying night at the Speedway. Unlike the Dinoco 400 pileup or the World Grand Prix, this one is all on Lightning. He wasn't blocked, he wasn't sabotaged. He just pushed too hard and couldn't keep up. So let's sum this up, shall we? Radiator Springs, multiple piles of traffic cones, oils, tires, and smashed neon signs, plus the road destruction of Route 66, that's a town disaster of $2 million, easy. Dinoco 400 crash. With 34 racers, only 2 survived without a scratch. With 32 damaged cars at an average of $300,000 to $1 million each, that's about $25 million in repairs. Cars 2 World Grand Prix London. Mater dragging McQueen through half the London racecourse, $1,500. Cars 3 multi-million-dollar racing simulators turned into scrap metal, easily $5 million down the drain. the Jackson Storm crash, the mother of all wrecks. Between McQueen's own rebuild, track repairs, other racers' damages, and sponsor fallout, that single crash could cost upwards of $50 million. Add it all up, and Lightning McQueen's total bill across the trilogy, roughly $90 to $100 million. But if we counted every scrape, every sponsorship loss, and every poor pit crew left sweeping up after him, we'd be looking at way more. So yeah, Lightning McQueen might be a Piston Cup champ, but financially, he's Pixar's most expensive disaster on wheels. Ka-chow.